how I can prove what I'm teaching you is drastically changing your life for the better. Yeah, I can prove it is working. So many people are jumping on what I call the Susie bandwagon, and you may consider this tooting my own horn. But in reality, what I'm teaching you quickly, easily, and effortlessly changes your life for the better. And everybody who has actually changed their life for the better knows it. But they're now having to adapt their teachings to mine to be able to continue to teach you how to manifest. Yeah, I know. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful duckling. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my video. I would truly appreciate it. So how do I know that this is working? Well, there's a big guru who always said, words don't matter. Words don't matter. We've debated on it. I considered this person a mentor. This person helped change my life. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Here's the thing. That person has debated me, has told repeatedly that words don't matter. And now that person's doing a program called One Word. And I keep telling you guys, one word or short phrase is blocking your manifestation or the reason you're getting your manifestation. So now all of a sudden we're doing a program on one word when we said words don't matter. And he's going to come back and say, well, I'm not saying words matter. Well, yeah, you are, because it was in your little thing, words matter. And that one word and the meaning you put to that word, he's going to say, I know exactly what he's going to say. But I've been saying it for a year on YouTube. I have taught my clients this since 2013. But in actuality, I've been helping people since I was a teenager. I wanted to be a therapist when I grew up because I found out being a surgeon meant that I had to deal with blood, and I don't like blood. One word, blood. Ugh. So here's the thing. I've studied psychology, but that doesn't mean that you're going to fix your own life because you don't know that one word you're saying. So when I was trying to change my money mindset, I would talk about money and I would say the word struggle. Yeah, I knew I was struggling. So I took struggle out of my dictionary. And I said, I'm no longer going to struggle with money. Money flows to me. I make lots of money. I always make lots of money. I have money. I always have money. Why do I always have money? And I would play with that. Well, here's the thing. Until I learned the word replaceable, money was blocked from me. But when I found out money was replaceable, I started making money. It's a silly word, and I say it all the time, a silly word that changed my life drastically. But it wasn't actually money or struggle. It's a word you don't even know you're thinking or saying. I don't say the word replaceable. I didn't replace my furniture. I got new furniture. I didn't replace my dishes. I got new dishes. I didn't replace my car. I got a new car. I don't use the word replace in my life. So because I don't use the word replace, I didn't realize I had a problem with money being replaceable. A silly word that blocked my manifestation that when I figured it out, drastically made my life instantly better. Because it was instant as soon as I heard the word replace. I no longer think about it. So let's talk about the word story. The word story is what I teach my clients, especially since 2013, 2014, when I was told by a guy that he had the greatest job in the world because people entertained him and they told him amazing stories. And I said, stories? And he said, yes, that's exactly what you're telling me, a story. And it's entertaining me. Well, I worked telemarketing. I worked at another call center that I answered phones for a bank, and people were always telling me stories. So guess what? I didn't go home stressed. When I worked in retail, I wasn't stressed by the stories people told me But here's the thing. The definition of story is a factual or made up event that entertains us. That's what it is. It's something that is made up or factual that entertains us. So now in being entertained, I'm not stressed. But the law of attraction uses vibration, energy, vortex. Neville Goddard community uses state. I replaced all 4 of those words with one word, story. Why did I choose story? Because it's something that entertains you. Entertaining is no longer stressful. It's no longer awful because I can change what I'm watching. So if I don't want to watch Lucifer, I can go watch Jane the Virgin. If I don't want to watch Jane the Virgin, I can go watch NCIS, which is where I get my head slapped from. An acronym, NCIS. Well, LOA is an acronym. Feel It Real is an acronym. What do you think about when you are hearing energy, vortex, vibration, state, feel it real, stats, law of attraction? You're thinking you don't have something. Unless you are a natural manifester who does autopilot on your programming in your subconscious like they all talk about, which is why I don't talk about imagination, thoughts, reality, 3D, 5D. I don't talk about states, parallel realities. I don't talk about manifesting. I talk about consciously creating. If you are consciously creating, you are choosing what you want to bring into your life. If you are consciously creating, you are no longer stressed. And manifesting, it is, to most people, and I've worked with a lot of people, and I have over 1,000 people that I have coached one-on-one that have gotten back together with their specific person. The other people that I coach that have nothing to do with specific persons, I have a 100% success rate with. 99.6 when it comes to specific persons. So how can I say that my shit works? Because it does, and now the big gurus are changing their things. So let's talk about your story. I told you to condense it to 30 seconds. Because when you are taking a story that is 200 pages long, you're getting complicated. It's stressful. It's no longer entertaining. It's a full-time job, and it's not fun. So easily, effortlessly, those are my phrases. So you are going to quickly, easily, and effortlessly get your manifestation. Well, manifestation means I'm working to get something I don't have. So you need to lose that word, doubt. You need to lose that word because that means this isn't working. So we have story, we have consciously creating, we have no doubts. We may not know how to change it, and here's the key. I can consciously create my reality, and I want to get back together with the love of my life. I know it can be done. I'm not doubting it can be done. But you're looking for how it gets done. That's what you're doing. You're not doubting. You're not worried. You just don't know how. So what are we doing? We are creating a community of chaos, of frustration, of anger, and we are creating more drama. What's the word drama mean to most people? Negative. Drama is negative stuff. And the more we talk about law of attraction and manifesting and chaos, we're getting those results. But let's go to what I teach now. I tell you to frame it in a question. And everybody knows about Noah St. John and his affirmations book. Noah's book came out in the late 90s. I was taught on Thanksgiving in 1993 how to ask why questions. Noah explains not only why you should ask a why question. One word, why. Where you should focus your answers to, which I call focus forward. Because when I was asking the why questions, just like Noah was, I was going, that's not why I'm happily married. That's not why I'm happily married. And guess what? I was saying happily married in the 90s. In the 90s. So I was saying I was happily married in the 90s, but I was freaking miserable. So happily married equaled miserable. I wasn't looking at the good things. I was only seeing the drama. So I teach you a word. So we're going to go specific person. And we're going to put I am in front of it. So I am, what does that mean? What does I am mean to you? Because what it means to me is I'm consciously creating my reality by saying I am. So I am happily married. What does happily married mean to you? If you've never been married, how do you define happily married? You have to come up with a word to define that with Jared. So I am happily married to Jared, not with, to. I am happily married to Jared. I took few words. I am happily married, Jared. And I put them together to form a sentence. That sentence is now consciously creating your reality. Billionaire, Mark Cuban. What does that mean? Think about it. Billionaire in front of his name. What does that mean? That means he has $1 billion. But he's always talking about how he is cash wealthy. Not just paper, cash wealthy. So if you are saying millionaire, what does a millionaire mean? Does it mean that I'm opening up my bank app and I'm seeing $1 million in cash in my bank account? Does it mean I have $1 million in assets? Because somebody passes away, somebody gets a divorce. You have to list everything. The cash in your accounts, your vehicles, the house you own, the furniture, your clothes, jewelry. And you got to list it all down on a piece of paper. And then somebody goes through and they add all of that up. And they say you are worth X number of dollars. You are paper rich or cash rich? Which do you want to be? I prefer to be more like Mark Cuban, the millionaire who has more cash in the bank. One word. What does it mean? What blocks our manifestation and what gets us our manifestation is the same thing. It's one word. And it is a silly, stupid word that you don't even realize that you are saying. Your imagination, your thoughts, and your words are lining up. You are still having to do the work because you're not saying it's natural. Work means you have to line up your swans. Work, to me, is going to a 9-to-5 job. It's going to work for somebody else and making them look good. What I'm doing, it's not work because I love what I do. I love drastically changing people's lives for the better. And I ask you guys that in every one of my videos to tell me how I'm drastically changing your life for the better. Because this works. It truly works. And you have people who are taking my teachings and they are being successful. And then you have people who are taking my teachings that have said for years, this is the way you do it. This is the only way to do it. And now they're jumping on the Susie bandwagon. Because if they don't adapt to what I'm sharing with you, you guys are going to stop listening to them because you're so frustrated and confused that they have to adapt to me. I changed the lawn business with my ex-husband across the world. I changed the way we build. I changed the way we looked at projects. And he was on forums because they didn't have Facebook groups at the time. And he was talking to these people in the forums. And one of the things that I did was I turned all my contracts that I had for businesses into 12-month payments. So I got paid year round and the business had a flat fee. I have a client whose boyfriend is a landscaper and he stresses in the slow months of the year. And I told her, we'll have him do this. She said, I never even thought about that. Think about it. I changed the lawn business. Now I'm changing the manifesting business. My job is to show you how to change your life for the better. And it truly, truly is a blessing that I can do that. But there was nobody walking behind me doing a Leroy Jethro Gibbs and going, stop saying that. When I was coming up, it wasn't until my daughter, I started saying to her, stop saying that. She would go, I'll stop saying that if you stop saying this. We know what people are saying, but we don't stop saying it. We let them continue to stop saying it. My friend Brandon, who published the book, who got his apartment, who's now doing comedy. I kept telling him, stop saying that, stop saying that, stop saying that. I sat next to him 4 days a week. I drastically changed his life for the better because he chose to create that reality. Now, I could sit next to somebody else and that person's not going to change their reality because they love the drama. And I have a friend who loves the drama and she entertains me with her drama. She entertains herself with the drama. She says, my life sucks, but at least I'm having fun. Imagine what she could do if she started focusing on all the amazing things that are going on in her life. How much better her life would be if she lost the word drama and said, this is an entertaining story. I can't wait till it gets over because the news story is going to show me something beautiful. Drama doesn't have to be chaos. Lucifer is a drama. NCIS is a drama. Jane the Virgin, it's a drama. But Jane the Virgin is kind of a comedy drama. NCIS is a police drama. Lucifer is another police drama, which is based on the Bible because, God created Lucifer, cast him out of heaven, banished him to hell. Now he's in Los Angeles and blaming everything on his dad. Dad put Chloe in his path. Dad did this. And Amenadiel's just as bad. Go watch the show and you will see what I mean about the one word that is causing your problems. In Lucifer, it's blame. He blames his dad. One word. And your story is easy to change, even if you don't think it's easy to change. So you are consciously creating your story and you don't know how to change it. Change your question. Why was it easily changed? Why was I easily able to change this? And focus on getting your answer. So when I drive my daughter's husband, Josh, nuts, because we don't let it go. We are obsessed. And everybody thinks obsessed is a bad word. But if you truly want something, you never let it go. So when I wanted to change my money, I would tell Josh, I'm sorry, I know I'm driving you nuts. I truly, truly know I'm driving you nuts. And I apologize for that. But until I get this situation fixed, I'm not going to let it go. And I let it go. Because he fixed it. Now I'm leveling up. So I'm calling myself the millionaire because that's what law of attraction and Neville teaches. So I'm going to call myself a millionaire. And I'm going to persist until I become a millionaire. Am I ever going to tell you exactly when that day happened? I don't know. I'll think about it. But if I stop calling myself a millionaire, I'm not going to have millions in the bank anymore. Because legitimately, I watched a friend of mine who had $100,000 in her bank account and something happened and she had to buy this. Something happened, she had to do that. Something happened. She had to do this. Somebody borrowed money. She gave them that. This happened then. She did that. She literally kept saying, I only have this much left. Now I only have this much left. I only have this much left. Instead of saying, I always have $100,000 in my bank account. I'm 100-aire. Well, it would be 1,000-aire, 100,000-aire. I'm 100,000-aire. I'm 100,000-aire. I always have $100,000 in my bank account. If you have $10,000 and it keeps dipping under $10,000, say I'm a 10,000-aire. I always have a $10,000 in my bank account. But go through and listen to these gurus, and you will hear that we are always learning and growing, but I'm not changing the way I'm teaching you. I'm finding easier words to teach you how to drastically change your life for the better, quickly, easily, and effortlessly. Go listen to them. Go look at my beginning videos. My teachings haven't changed. I tell you to change your story and ask better questions. And then I had a bunch of people say I have to answer the questions. So I added praise. Praise is saying, this is what I want. Thank you, I got it. It's not talking about the doubts or I'm constantly having to manifest. Because manifestation, law of attraction, Neville Goddard, the way it is taught, you are constantly having to manifest something. I blanket everything. I call it blanket revision or blanket living your life. So happily married means that Jared does nice things for me and I do nice things for him, but I don't have to script everything he does. Happily living my dream life means my life is going amazing and I don't have to script everything. Why am I spoiled? People know my likes and my dislikes. If I'm spoiled, I'm getting free cups of ice cold coffee. Instantly manifesting, what does that mean to you? Instantly to me is less than 5 minutes. I got the coffee in less than 5 minutes this morning. I thought, I need to go make coffee. My daughter was at the Sonics and she ordered a cold coffee. And I said, who's the cold coffee for? And she said, Josh. And I said, oh. She said, can I get another cold coffee? That fast. That's how it happens. Drastically means your life has done a 360-degree turn. You went from thinking drama was such a bad thing to realizing drama brings you your manifestation, so it's a good thing. And then you realize that your life is getting better and better and better every day. Quickly, 12, 24, 48 hours up to a week. Because when you start asking, why are you spoiled? And people do nice things for you, that's really the feeling you're looking for, that life is going amazingly well and people are doing nice things for you. And it is showing you what Susie calls the word love, that made up word. Because love, again, one word, equals respect, equals appreciation, equals attention, equals communication. And at different times during the day, when you say, I love, you want communication. Love is now communication. But when that person is sitting there in front of you disrespecting you, love equals respect. So I could sit there and tell Jared all day long, I love you. But if I'm not appreciating him, respecting him, showing him attention, is he actually going to think I love him? No, he's not. He's going to think, what do I need to change? Do I need to manifest something? What do I got to do differently? Use that one word to empower your life, to change your life, to add value, to enrich it. Because one word drastically changes your life for the better. And I have said 10 words or less can drastically change your life for the better. And I tell you, one word. Ask your question. Make your statement. How questions, when you ask them, are more than 10 words. Why questions? Keep them under 10 words. That's how you change your life, by taking one word and asking a better question. You want to be rich. How can you produce wealth in your life right now? You want to be with your specific person. How can you create a happy relationship right now? And a relationship and marriage are the same thing. A relationship doesn't have a piece of paper. Marriage does. One word, paper. It's the difference between a relationship and marriage. So pay attention to your words, because the big guys are now saying they matter. You're welcome. I love, truly, truly love changing your life for the better. To know that you are no longer having to live in chaos is amazing. It's why I ask you guys to tell me all the time. I lived that life, and it was hell. And it was my hell loop, because I didn't realize at that time that my words were creating it. And I was on this hamster wheel, and I'm saying the same words over and over and over again. I'm happily married. Yeah, right. My life is amazing. Sure it is, Susie. Have you looked in the mirror lately? Because it's not really. And unfortunately, that's what we did when we were asleep. And now that we are awake, we are consciously creating our reality. And you can do it quickly, easily, with very little effort, by figuring out what that word is, or that short phrase that's blocking whatever it is you want. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. I love you. And as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.